I'm going to plug all my stuff in here before people show up and my phone dies. Let's see how many of you Patriots are awake already. Let me know when you're in here, since YouTube wants to shadow ban the crap out of me. There we go. Whoa, what's going on? Let Freedom Rings in the room. What's going on, man? All right, I see a couple numbers coming now. What's up? How do you say that? Benet? I don't want to ruin that name. I butcher names sometimes. Good morning, Kim Yo. I want to get into some events going on around the world and what we should think of it. What's up, Kim? So yeah, what's going on around the world right now? We got China. I'm watching these videos from China where they're locking people in camps and stuff. Brazil, I mean, Jesus Christmas. Jerry Jarris is in the room. Ben, okay, I'll just say Ben. But yeah, Brazil, man, they're doing it big. I got to give them a lot of credit. They're coming out by the millions right now in the streets, and they're not going to stop until they get what they want. So let them be an example of what we should be doing. I just seen today, Soup Mama put some ads up for, I know, Kim. Canada's not in good shape either, but Canada needs to get their shit together too. You guys need to get a big thing. Started with Ottawa, it was great, and then the government just squashed everything going on, which was horrible. But yeah, around the world right now, Brazil, I mean, they're doing it big. They got a lot of people out there, a lot of support here in the States too. They got a lot of people out in New York. They were protesting the other day. But we need to do something. Soup Mama has these ads up right now, advertising it's like a worldwide freedom event, which is great. Good morning, Jeff. But yeah, it's a worldwide freedom event. There's one going on in Manhattan. There's one going on in Long Island. There's one going on in Florida. There's one going on everywhere. Check out Soup Mama's official site for YouTube in her community section, and you'll see all these different, flyers for all different events this weekend. So I want to get into that. What else? The Russia missiles. I usually don't talk about the Ukraine war, but Russia allegedly, right, shot 2 missiles and they hit Poland, killing 2 people. Now they're saying the UN's like, well, hold on a second before we get involved and start World War III. Maybe it was Ukraine. Maybe it was Ukraine who did it on accident, and it was an accident, and we don't want to start anything. We just want to threaten Russia that we'll get involved. We don't actually want to get involved. That's cool. What's that? Jay, who are you going to beat with that level? This? No, this is so I stay level-headed. Nah, I just did a little sheetrock job yesterday, and I didn't need the truck. I just threw all the tools in the car and went. So now there's other stuff I got. Let's see, what could I beat if I really had to? I mean, I could drop the hammer down on somebody, you know. And this is one with a broken back end, so it's just got one hook. That's ugh. I don't think I have to beat anybody though. I got fists if I really got to do something. We don't need weapons. Jeff's like, you're level-headed since when? Until people get me all crazy, you know? I shouldn't have to get all crazy. I'm just out here trying to show you guys what's going on. That's how it all started. I don't know what's going on now. This is all craziness. And I just realized I lost a piece of my contraption for my tripod. Sorry, guys. New York was all right. I'm going to go back this weekend. I plan on going back to the event that's going on for the Union. I think it's Union Square. No, wait. It's Washington Square Park to Union or something like that. I got to check it out again. But we'll be going there. All right, I got a total fail going right now on this. There we go. Hey, that's my boy. Hold on, let me lower my notifications here. That's my boy Freedom 2A. Good morning, buddy. You got this hoodie too? Yeah, man. A lot of us got this hoodie when we were down in Hagerstown. I bought this back then. Yeah, hopefully everybody tunes in. You guys get to check out, you know, what's going on. I'm just going to cover it. I'm not, you know, I'm going there to support and everything, but I'm going to try to just stay neutral and stay out of everything, get some interviews, just do what I did like at the Brazilian one. You know, I want to put myself in a good position so I can show you guys what's going on. Once I start yelling and screaming, then security and cops and everybody move me in with the herd. I don't want to be in with the herd. I want to show what the herd is capable of and doing, and show what the cops are doing and show the whole thing. Once I'm involved and I'm labeled a protester, then I'm treated like a protester, and then I can't help anybody show what's going on. So if the media doesn't cover it, that's why I'm going to go cover it. But yeah, I gotta stay nice and out of everything for a while. So what's up, everybody else? Is somebody get snow? Anybody get snow last night? I know some of my friends up north got some snow. Hey, Kim Yo just returned. 7-month Jersey freedom fighter. Kim Yo, if you don't know, she's one of our original subs. She's been here since like the beginning. She's been a member, she's been a sub, she's been a friend. She's one of our mods. Kim Yo she's great. She's a wonderful person. Check out her page if you guys do have a second. At some point, she's an amazing singer. We're gonna get her on American Idol. Watch. Oh, there's a chopper over us again. They knew I went live and they're like, nope, he's right there. He's right there doing laundry. What's up, chopper? Where'd it go? That's the one good thing about having a sunroof. You can look out the sunroof and see what's going on above you, which is always fun. Not much going on up there right now, but we love you, Kim. Thank you so much for staying a part of our family. Freaking choppers, man. There's just a lot of air traffic over us because we're in this cross section that they're going to like LaGuardia, Newark, JFK. There's a lot of air traffic going right over our area here. A lot of airports within the area. Yeah, I know, right? It's funny because the other day we were helping my father out and he had a bunch of stuff in the back of his car and he had to leave the tailgate of his car open, which was not a good idea for our area, but he's very trustworthy. So he's like, you know, I'm just going to leave it open. So I look out there every once in a while just to make sure nobody's rifling through the back of his car. And I see this pair of eyes staring at me. And I'm like, what the flip is going on out there? So I'm looking closer. I go out on the balcony and I'm looking, and all of a sudden I see this little black figure move in the car. So I'm like, yo, man, there's something in the car. So I go and look closer, and it's a little black cat just trying to stay warm. So he got to hang out in the car for a little bit. Yeah, I know, Ben. I don't know. Everyone wants to use their Switch now. I don't understand it. Everybody wants to use a gun. That's because nobody can fight no more. Everybody relies on, you know, oh, I got more guns than you. Yeah, but what if it comes to hand and you don't have your gun on you? Then all that shit talking's for nothing. So it's better to just know some skills, you know, on how to get by than to go around threatening everybody. Good morning, Wendy. Yeah, morals are gone. Self-control's gone. Attention span's gone. Common decency's gone. What else? There's a lot of stuff that's gone nowadays. Hey, there he is, Freedom 2A. I can't watch that link until I get off live. But Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that's gone nowadays, guys. We got to get all that back. I saw something the other day. Well, I'm trying to remember. I think it was a TikTok or something like that. Some guy's making these. They're like switch paddles, the things you used to hit your kids with, and it's like attitude adjuster or something like that. I couldn't stop but laugh, but like I had to laugh because like that's how we grew up. You go to grandma's house and you mess around, you get hit with that wooden spoon, or if you're Spanish growing up, you get hit with the flip flop. I know my kid gets hit with the flip flop all the time by his grandma. It's no holds barred, man. No, I'm kidding. He doesn't mess up enough to get smacked around. So what else are we talking about? Let's see. Diesel, right? Our diesel shortage coming up. The diesel prices. Pretty soon our stuff is going to be able to get anywhere, and we're not going to be able to get food on the shelves, gas in our tanks, diapers or cigarettes or whatever the hell your little vice is. You're not going to be able to go and get it. So we have to start standing up some point, guys. The switch from the bush in the backyard. Yeah, Jeff. What's that? Yeah. Well, what happened is apparently we had a diesel reserve, and we used our diesel reserve on sending all that stuff over to overseas, or to our military, who's going to be probably active soon. But that's, exactly where it's going right now. And then we have these problems with the trains, our cargo trains, they're going to be, I think they're protesting already. Yeah, the trucking companies are slowing down. They're not making it profitable for these truckers to drive anymore, especially independent drivers. They've been talking about a lot, but a lot of people that covered the convoy and stuff aren't looking at what's going on with the trucker world. And I've been paying attention to shipping, weather, earthquakes. I mean, you name it. I got my finger on the pulse of a lot of different things to try to see what direction we're going in this country. And trucking is huge. It's been huge since we started this whole convoy. Like, it's just, the motives that people had with these organizations may have not been right. Hey, what's going on, J-Dog? Yeah, you see that video? Yeah, so I made a little clip too, guys, if you haven't checked it out yet, of the Brazil protest, like in a pretty intense part where there was like diplomats that were actually visiting, and they were meeting with U.S. officials, and these people were pissed, man, because they misrepresented the Brazilians. So the footage I got was pretty good. Yeah, Ben, they're not being paid enough, and that's why this whole thing started, was because they started limiting their work, their ability to cross the border, things like that, from Canada to U.S. That's why this whole thing started, because they wanted that thing. In order for you to be a regular person in society, you had to get that thing, or duct tape your face, or whatever the hell they wanted. But that's how this whole thing started. Now, if you guys have been following since the beginning, nothing's changed, except for, I guess, the mandates are over. The pandemic's officially over. So you can go from mandatory testing 1 week and the pandemic is killing everybody, to all of a sudden, hey, guess what? We made enough money off of it. People aren't believing in the bullshit anymore. Let's call it quits before we get caught. I feel like that's what happened. Big Pharma. Yeah, Jeff, absolutely. Big Pharma's been a huge thing in this whole operation with the C word. But yeah, so the pandemic's over, guys. We can all go back to our normal lives, go back to those jobs we got fired from because we didn't get the thing, or all that. Everything goes back to normal, right? Yeah, that's what they want you to think, but they still got their thumb on you. You still conformed. You still listened. Well, we still got some purebloods in the chat, right? And if you're not pureblood, that's cool. I have friends in the chat. They had to get the jab for work. So, I mean, listen, some people, their jobs were that important, and I understand that. Your livelihood is more important than an ideology of something, and you got to roll the dice. But for me, I haven't participated in the experiment at all. No tests, no nothing. Yeah, and monkeypox disappeared. Monkeypox disappeared. But look what they're pushing on TV and on the commercials. They're pushing the updated vax, which is, in my mind, should have been updated before they ever put it out. But you know, the testing should have been done, all that, but it wasn't. You know, pure blood. Now it doesn't matter, pure blood or not. If you had to do what you had to do, nobody should hate you or not like you or make fun of you. You know, it's your choice. Like that's the whole point about being an American is you have the fucking choice to either do it or not. It shouldn't have been forced on us. I got pissed off because they were forcing it on us. They were giving us ultimatums. You either get it or you get fired. You get it or you can't see your grandma. You get it or you can't go here to the movies. It's like, and then people listened, which was crazy. And if anything, we should have been like the Brazilians, like millions of us on the street saying, listen, it's going to be all of us or none of us. That's how it should be, because that's America. It should be all of us. I think we're too stuck on fighting each other. That's right, Wendy. I mean, I got caught up in it for a while too with the, you know, like, you're an idiot for wearing 6 masks. You know what? Let them be an idiot. Who cares? Then you could look at them on the street and be like, okay, I'm not going to talk to them. They obviously don't believe in what I believe in, and you just stay away from each other if that's the case. Or wait until they figure out that it's all, you know, a manipulated game that they were playing. But we're going to go to the city in New York this weekend, and we're going to hit that rally up and see if we can run into somebody else. And there's other ones in Long Island, there's ones in Florida, there's ones all over the place. So yeah, Jeff, I don't know. There is really people out there that wear like 2, 3, 4 masks. At that point, you should just invest in a straight up full face gas mask respirator with a carbon filter or something, so that way you guys don't get dead. I don't know. I was around tens of thousands of people in the last 7 months, and I've caught like a small cold. Like I had a cold last week, but it was like an upper respiratory thing. No COVID, no nothing. Regular old cold. Could have been the weather too. I don't know. The weather's crazy changing up on the mountain here. So, hey, Red, what's going on? Oh yeah, that's right. Let's get into that too. See now, like you guys misunderstand me because I cover Trump events and stuff like that. Like I'm not a huge Trump supporter. Is he better than what we have currently? Absolutely. There's no doubt. The economy was better, gas prices were better, jobs were better. The country was on our way to being better. But I think, honestly, we all deserve more. We all deserve a better president, a smarter president, someone who doesn't get sucked into the money game, someone who doesn't get sucked into the corruptness and the bullshit when it comes to being involved in stocks or, you know, political or financial gain from politics. I think we deserve all better than that. You know, I don't think we should just have to settle for what's in front of us. I think we should all go out and be like, hey man, this guy's been a big part of our community. He represents us right. Like find that guy in the neighborhood who goes out of his way to help, who's really smart. You know, like put him in office. You know, don't let the guy make the decision. You put him into office. Be like, this is the guy that's supposed to be in charge. Some of these people don't want to get involved with politics because it's too dirty. And they know they're going to have to play the game in order to win. But what if you just changed politics? What if we all just changed it? I think we can all change it if we all gather together and demand a change. My truck's back at the house. We're doing laundry. I don't need to bring an 8-cylinder truck with gas prices like this right now to go do laundry. I try to use the truck for like minimal stuff, like going to work, obviously, put my material, my tools in the back. It's super easy. Moving things, and basically if we go to an event or something and I need a lot of equipment and, you know, camping stuff and things like that. But I really don't drive it too much. We don't drive the truck as much as we don't have to. Any suggestions who we should put in office? Absolutely not. I am the worst person to ask about politics. I fucking hated politics until I had to get involved with it because I was tired of what we had. I was one of those people who used to sit back and ignore it and be like, it'll fix itself. But it doesn't. It doesn't fix itself, man. So it's going to take all of us. It's not the left or the right or extreme left. It's like, what if we all just agreed that shit's messed up right now? We don't want to pay the gas prices we're paying. We don't want to be censored. We don't want to have to fight over small indifferences. Let's get over some shit. I think it takes getting over a lot of stuff. Yeah, Kathy has a great idea. Million Man March. Now there's a worldwide protest going on. Worldwide. So if you guys can get to your local worldwide protest that's going on in your state or your capital or whatever that's going on right now, go. Everyone should go. We all have to come outside and do something about it. Is it going to be cold? Yeah. In the summer, is it hot? Yeah. I mean, sometimes it sucks. Sometimes you got work. You got to call out of work. Call out of work one day. Just tell everybody in the office, we're all going to this rally. Everyone needs to go. Maybe your boss will be like, you know what? Everyone get the day off. This is super important for us. Our business is failing because of what's going on. Let's all go and protest. Maybe it's a great idea. Bring it up at work. Go to your water cooler and be like, hey, I heard this crazy guy, Jersey Jay, talking about a worldwide protest. So go check it out, man. Go to Soup Mama's official page on YouTube or Facebook. She's got the stuff put up. Rand Paul, I mean, he's not afraid to go after him, that's for sure. But you guys got to understand, man, it doesn't matter. Left or right, right now, everybody involved in politics has to play the game. They have to play the game in order to be in the position they are. So even though Rand Paul is saying, yeah, what's up with this, what's up with that, what changes are actually coming of it other than trying to embarrass Fauci or trying to make a mockery of the committee that ran that whole pandemic thing? I mean, he's doing a great job of that, but in actuality, it's still the government, and we're still not getting answers from any of the stuff that the questions that they're asking. It's always, I didn't have a chance to go over that memo, or I didn't have a chance to go over that very important paperwork that would have been super important to tell everybody about. It's like, well, when are you going to go over it? Like, you should have that night to have to go over it, and then the next morning you have to come in and answer the fucking question. Like, I don't understand what's so hard about that. Why don't we make these people sit in a fucking cell with the big stack of paperwork they were supposed to read over the last 2 years instead of playing patty cake with China, right? Put them in a little jail cell, make them read the whole goddamn thing, and then bring them back in the courtroom and be like, did you read it now? What do you think of that? That's your information that you put out. How do you respond to that? Why aren't we doing any of this stuff? But it's the game. They got to play the game. So even though Rand Paul is asking all these questions, there's nothing really essentially being done about making them answer the questions, because we have all these little bylaws and things in the court that allow them to get away with the bullshit that they're doing. So we have to change that. We have to change all these little loopholes these politicians have to get out of trouble. Like, where are the Epstein files? What's in Hunter Biden's laptop? Right? Like, where's all this stuff? What happened over at Pelosi's house? Where's all the fucking camera footage? Where? And why is a J6er colluding with Pelosi's? Like, the footage is there. The pictures are out there. Why isn't anyone talking about what's actually going on? Why do we have to be kept in the dark? And then that conspiracy is covered up with another one that's going on. Now we have missiles hitting Poland. Now that's the distraction, right? Meanwhile, the UN's like, nope. Hold on. It was a fucking accident. It was an accident. We don't want to go ahead and say that, because guess what? A week into a world war, we're going to have fucking nukes flying, because Russia's not going to sit there and get bombed by fucking 13 countries around it. So he's going to be like, all right, here, I'm going to put my finger right over the button. Go ahead, you guys shoot a missile, I'm just going to push it. And then 25 nukes go up in the air. And that's what we deal with. So the UN knows that. So they'd rather sit there and be like, you know what? We're going to try to get everyone on board first, and then we'll go after Russia. I know. The problem is, it doesn't matter Republican, Democrat, conservative, whatever. No one is going to do anything. The whole idea for these politicians is to get into this screen right here, right? They get into your face, and then they say all this great stuff that everyone wants to believe in. They're like, you know what? This guy's been saying this for 10 years. Put him in office. But when he gets into office, nothing gets done. Paperwork gets put in front of him, a scandal gets thrown around, and all of a sudden the paperwork stacks up and no one goes over shit for 10 years. And then the next guy's got to deal with that other guy's bullshit, just like what we got right now. And then if Trump does get back in office, he's got to correct all the bullshit that Biden just did. So it's not like he can start off doing what he wanted to do. He has got to fix all the bullshit that happened first. And that's what keeps people from progressing as politicians. They have to clean up the bullshit. And when they don't do it fast enough for the people get mad and they're like, well, you didn't do it. It's like, well, it's a lot of bullshit to clean up. That's a lot of backtracking they have to do and fix all these problems and find out where tens of billions of dollars got sent to. And who's gonna have time for that? They should have 2 fucking presidents. One to deal with, not the vice president, because they seem to have no job whatsoever. What does Kamala Harris do? What does she do? Anyone? What does Kamala Harris do? What does she get done? So we need like 2. We need one to clean the bullshit up from the previous president, and we need a person that'll actually progress us forward. Like, hey, this was messed up, but this is how we fix it. We have a committee of these geniuses, these economy geniuses, these financial geniuses, these political geniuses. We put them in a room, and we're like, hey, guys, figure it out. Think tank. Figure it out. Keep the politics out of it. Let's pretend politics aren't involved. Let's pretend financial gain isn't involved, right? Put everybody in a room, be like, you guys figure it out. None of you get fucking paid. You're doing this because you want to help the country. That's it. Your incentive is your kids have a better future. Your grandma doesn't die in a fucking nursing home alone. All right? That's your incentive. How about we start doing that? Because this right here just makes things go a lot slower. That's like a union job. Union guys, you know what I'm talking about. That's like a union job, No offense to the union guys. You got a good squishy job. I like that. Nice and cushy. I don't want to work. Get paid. I wish, man. But yeah, that's where we got to start, man. So our president's going to have to clean up the bullshit and then start on fixing things. So he's going to spend 2 years fixing all the bullshit and not get anywhere. But yeah, she does nothing. I know. Kamala Harris does absolutely nothing. She loves Venn diagrams in space. You know what? That's good. We should put her on a fucking rocket that Elon Musk made and shoot her ass all the way up. She's doing good. What's the truck convoy in New York? Yeah, New York. Unfortunately, guys, as you saw, the convoy didn't show up. Allegedly, 4 cars or 4 trucks or 4 vehicles showed up at the rally point up in Easton, PA. And then Rick, I guess, called it off because it was so... It's embarrassing. I know. I've been to events where we're expecting thousands of people and you get 25, 30 cars that show up, which sucks. And, most of the organizers I knew were like, you know what? We got 25, 30 fucking cars. Let's roll. So that's what they did. So shout out to them, man. They took what they had and they ran with it. But, yeah, they didn't show up. It's understandable, man. A lot of these guys they have to believe 100% into what they're doing, and it's hard, man. When you got a reputation, allegedly, Rick has a reputation. Rick has a reputation of some suspicious things. I don't know the man. I can't say it. This is all third hand, so I don't like spreading rumors. But he has a background in suspicious stuff, so you can't hold that against anybody. You got to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. What if he had a life-changing experience and was like, you know what, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to do something positive tomorrow. It's a possibility, we can't rule that out. But at the same time, these people didn't show up because they didn't believe in what was going on. You have to set the stage right, man. You can't say, we have thousands of trucks and, we're going to come in there strong and we're going to shut down the city. Right there, you got Homeland Security all over your ass, and everyone that's supposed to come to the rally knows it. So they're going to avoid coming to the rally because they don't want to be portrayed as a J6er or as a rioter, as a, government conspiracy or whatever. They want to be portrayed as hardworking Americans who are just fucking fed up with the gas prices and the bullshit. So, give me like 5 minutes, guys. Hold on. I am going to go check on my laundry. So, give me 2 minutes here. I gotta snake around the tripod. All right. If you guys leave, that's cool. But you can watch the back of my car for me real quick. All right, be nice in the chat. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, you guys stung out. All right, hold on. I just had to put my stuff in the dryer. All right. Who else we got? Oh, Violet's in the room. Oh, she's in and out. I'm sorry. What do we do if someone steals his car? Oh, man. I donated $50 to these people. I've been messaging them 4 times. No response. Ooh. I'm sorry, guy. Jesus. What is that? Oh, I see. I haven't heard anything about donations or anything like that. That's number one, got to be eliminated. Eliminated. So now here's my idea, all right? And this worked out in Hagerstown, if you guys remember back months and months ago. We said we need this. We need chicken. Bam. Chicken showed up. We need bathrooms. Bam. Bathrooms showed up. We don't need people donating money. Nobody should be making fucking money off of this. Basically, if you're going to organize something, right? You say, I need someone to help with bathrooms, right? Get the locals together and be like, hey, we really want to do this. Do you have any way of getting bathrooms together? Somebody gets the bathrooms, the porta potties, boom, puts them in the spot. We need entertainment. There's going to be a band or someone that's going to volunteer to come. Bam, you don't have to pay for that. There has to be everybody donating their time and their effort into what's going on. You don't need to donate your money. If you're elderly and you can't and you want to help out somehow, buy a couple packs of soda, right? Put the soda out there. There's no vendors. There's no one making money off of this. There shouldn't be anyone making money off of any of the convoys, any of the rallies, any of the anything. If you're in a $20,000 bus, you fucked up already. If you are making money with, if you're making money somehow, right, off of this, you're fucking up. You're not going to be an organizer. You're not going to be a leader. That's not how you do it. You can't make money off of it. Everyone has to come, and if you want to help out, you help out any way you can. If you're a car mechanic and something breaks down, like Eric, the mechanic, came down, donated his time to help out with vehicles and stuff like that. It was essential that people like him or Tom or anybody was donating their time and effort. I didn't have money to donate, so I threw in wherever I could, helped unload a truck or in the warehouse or security or whatever, setting up a kitchen or whatever it was. I tried to help out that way. And we're trying to show, yeah, I fuck vaping. No, God, why would I? What's the difference? It's a cigarette. Smoke a cigarette at that point, man. It's my only vice. This is all I got. But yeah, border towns would be great. Go to the border towns. Show the disruption that the crossing is doing right now. How everybody crossing over from Mexico into Texas and all the bordering states, they're being overwhelmed with people right now. And like their towns are being affected. Drugs are coming into the country. Does anyone want to help you with your plan, guy? I don't know. I think it's going to be, I think it's going to take more than that. I think it's going to be like community. We need community leaders. All right. And not soccer mom of the month, Karen. All right. Let's put like, that guy on the block that's got like 50 flags out, who has a tank parked in the driveway. Put him in charge, some guy that's going to go out and not only vocalize what he's saying, but be the guy that is willing to put your life on the line, that is willing to start something. Stop being afraid. And there's only a couple people in here, but I'm saying, man, if you're that person in the neighborhood and you have that voice and people are listening to you on the block and you have the neighborhood barbecues, you're the guy already. You're already the guy. Represent your neighborhood. Start there. Say, I'm going to get these people in the neighborhood together. We're all going to start here. And we're going to organize our community so when the time is right and people are going to get together, we already have a plan. We already know what's going to happen. Laura's going to bring food, and Don's going to bring, some drinks and stuff like that. And this guy's going to bring tables to set everything up on, tents. Get your shit together first and then throw a rally. Don't just be like, next weekend we're going to do a rally. Well, who's got off next weekend? Who knows, right? We all have to be able to drop what we're doing and actually take action. That's what we need to do. I have the opportunity because I work for myself. So at any point in time, I could be like, I'm going to take today off and go into the city, or I'm going to take today off and go to PA. We just have to have the money right. And unfortunately, it hasn't been right. I know. Red would have fun doing that. Wendy, don't smoke. I'm an idiot. I shouldn't smoke. I really should quit. I already have breathing problems, and I smoke a lot of cigarettes. So Chucky's like, let's roll out. All right, if you guys do want to do something with me this weekend, you can come meet me over in I think it's Washington Square Park. I got to get the information. It's on. Hold on. I'm going to do that really fast. All right, so I'm going to be in Union Square at 12 p.m. on Saturday. And we're going to be marching to Washington Square Park. So I'm going to be videoing that, getting some interviews, doing things like that. So if you guys do want to come out and meet up this weekend, that's where I'll be. Oh, I got to scroll. I think I'm missing some chat here. Yep. Sorry, guys. I haven't been seeing everything. Yeah, just quit, Wendy. Quit. Don't smoke. So we only got a little bit more time. What else do you guys want to talk about that's going on? Because there's a lot going on in the world that the news isn't covering, the media is not putting on. If you go to like TikTok videos, I find a lot out by like TikTok videos, and then I'll go from that TikTok video and research that town of what's going on. And even if you get on like Snapchat and things like that, you'll see lives from what's going on at street level regular people just recording what's going on. I go off of that information and I assume, I make my own uh, projected assumptions from there because I don't want to trust the media to tell me what's going on. I want to watch these people protest and they're not hitting anybody, they're not doing anything. All of a sudden, the cops start beating the shit out of them. I mean, that's the stuff I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the narrative to be given to me. I'm looking to make my own. I want to be able to be trusted to make my own choices on what I think of the situation, not how it should be put in my face. So we're looking at a lot of stuff. Have you guys seen the protests in Brazil? Millions of people, millions. They put all of our protests to shame. Millions. That's because that country, the communities, they stick together no matter what. They stick together. They don't give a shit about the money and the power and all that. They just want everything to work, Guy Bassett, my kid's a freshman. He's on honor roll. I've trained him on a couple different techniques, being his size, on what he can do to try to escape an attacker, how to break through zip tie handcuffs. If he's in the trunk of a car, pull the tail light out and mess with the bulb so people can see and try to get the car pulled over. He knows a lot of different techniques from escaping and evading. But he was in martial arts for a little bit. We had him in martial arts, but then the pandemic hit and it wasn't going to work out. So, but yeah, there's a lot of my friends. I have a lot of mixed martial arts friends, a lot of people that own dojos and things like that. So when we stop by, we play around, But yeah, he's a smart guy. My kid is the kind of person that's going to avoid a fight. And not get involved with it. If anything, he sees something going down, he backs away from it and doesn't get involved. There's no reason there's no reason to be the hero if you don't have to be. That's how a lot of innocent people end up getting hurt. So if you can and you have the skills to stop a situation, go ahead. Everybody should take action, but you have to trust and rely on your capabilities. That's why I'm not afraid to put myself out there. I'm waiting for the day that someone wants to test it. But fortunately for me, I don't have to worry about it. Hey, Charles is in the room. Bam, another bloodline tattoos, guys. Bloodline tattoos. Put your, hold on, Charles. Let me fix my problem here. I got to put you back on that blue. Give you that wrench back, my boy. Put your link up there. That's right. And if you guys haven't seen, that's Frank Castle, and he's got that smoke hanging out just like Jersey J. And he's got the grenade launcher on the front of that. Oh my God, M203. Boom, boom. Little 40 Mike. Check out the veteran channel. That would be good. I could do that. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate that. Actually, Jen's is really beautiful too, man. Our guy Charles Rowland in the room, longtime viewer of the channel, longtime sub. He is a mod. I had him off for a little bit. I had to do some house cleaning. I just took everybody off as mods at one point, but we're getting back there. But yeah, Charles's tattoos are impeccable, man. It came out clean. He used such fine needles that it never scabbed up to the point where like all my other tats had. I had these pittings and stuff like that because it scabbed so hard. Hey, Scott Tingy's in the room. I missed you, man. I thought you were in the back seat for a little while. But We the People, that's original. No one else has this in the world. Charles designed this specifically for me. And he also designed Jen's tattoo specifically for her. It's so nice, dude. I can't wait to come back over there. I want more ink, dude. We're going to have to do more ink for sure. Maybe you could fix up some of this jacked up shit I got. I got to do something, a cover up on my chest too. I don't think I need bullet holes in my chest anymore. Guy Bassett. Yeah, I'm a black and white kind of guy when it comes to artwork on my body. It's just a personal choice, I do have color tattoos. They're not a lot of them. Like I got this web. I had 13 in the middle here. I got that for free at a bar one time, meeting the girls from Jersey Shore. But I LFR, man. Oh, dude, I heard, and it's probably because some of the content that other streamers had, which is a hard thing as a restreamer, man, because you can't control what the other streamer is going to put on, you know? And some of these streamers don't know the rules. They don't know what you can say and do. I've luckily escaped a lot of problems. I don't know how, but I have videos still up. Well, I have them down right now, but I have videos still of Dr. Malone. I have videos still of a lot of different controversial stuff that everybody else got pulled down for, but I still have them up. So I pulled them down right now because I know a lot of the strikes are coming. Yeah, Brazil too. Brazil protest. I was over by that building 27. Every time I came over by building 27, my phone would start, like, restart. It would turn off and restart. At first, it just like dropped my feed, and it would recycle. You know, it was spinning. But eventually, towards the end of streaming that Brazil protest, I would go over by building 27, and my phone would completely stop, restart, and then I'd have to go back into YouTube, start the freaking thing over again. So I got smart and got away from the building. But am I going to DC this weekend? There's nothing in DC for me this weekend. If anything, I'm going to be going to Union Square, and we're going to be marching over to Washington Square Park. And I'll be over there at like 12 p.m. on Saturday. So if anybody wants to join us, well, me, I'll be going again solo. But if anybody wants to join up with us, yeah, Guy, you know what? I've been taking a break from YouTube because of all the drama and bullshit. I just don't get involved with that. I've been working, hanging out with the kids, spending time with Jen. So we just, you know, we put YouTube on hold for a minute because I don't rely on YouTube for money. So it's not really worth me going to events most of the time because I don't make anything. So if I have to stop work to go to an event, it's got to be a pretty significant event. It's got to be in a good setting. Got to be good names going, big things happening, or else I really, you know, for me to go, it costs me money to go to all these places. So, and I'm really horrible at asking for donations, and I get yelled at constantly for it. But it is what it is, man. I try not to make money off of anything, but if I am going out and I'm filming, I'm putting myself in these positions. That's the only time I really ask for it. Veterans chat tonight. Let me put a panel, bro. Man, I just don't do panels, Jeff. I'm not really a good panel guy. The problem is I'm going to be put in the predicament where there are things I talk about, there's things I don't talk about on purpose, because I want to keep my channel up. I want to keep, you know, things going. And the panels, people come in and they're not really experienced with the whole YouTube thing, and they try to throw these crazy things and accusations. And to be honest with you, I just don't want to get mixed up in the drama. I was able to, you know, do what I did and got out of it. I don't want to I don't want to have crap following me. So I only got a little bit more time with you guys. And the veterans chat's cool, but as I told this guy in the city the other day, even though I went to basic training and stuff, I was not a vet. I have a lot of friends who lost their lives, a lot of family who lost their lives or got hurt and injured beyond, you know, repair. And they served. You know, those guys are the heroes, not I didn't do anything. I went to basic training. I was supposed to go to AIT, never got to make it. I was in and out in a year and a half. So the government fucked me over. If anything, I don't support anything that goes on with our military right now because they've been involved with too much crazy shit. I will, Wendy, I will. I know. That's why I've been kind of trying to stay quiet, Guy. I'm trying not to get sucked into all that crap. Yeah, I know. No, I got I mean, that's what my channel's for, is to basically say what's going on. But there are, like I said, Jeff, there's things I talk about and there's things I don't talk about on purpose because, number one, I don't want to talk about any of the fools out there doing dumb shit and repeating themselves over and over and beating on a dead horse. I don't say their names because by saying their names, then people in my chat are going to go over to their channel and check them out. And I don't want to give them any more publicity than they are somehow pulling out of the garbage themselves. So that's why I avoid saying names sometimes. We don't want to give them any more clout than they already have, and have them think that they're in my head, because there's 1,000 other things I think about besides them. Sherry, yeah, I do believe they would. And unfortunately, even though I'm not in the military, I'm in something that's called the inactive reserve. Anybody who was in the military and got out is pretty much put into this category of, if they do a draft or anything like that, they pull us first. So there's a chance that, could see action, but I would not volunteer to go into the military. If anything, I think the American people should form their own militia to fight against tyranny. I don't believe that if you want things done, you go and join our military, because they're a bunch of skinny, jean wearing, Tide Pod eating, fucking Game Boy playing Call of Duty wannabes. So, and I'm not saying that about everybody. Just that's a majority of our little kids that are joining the military right now are those people. So, good morning, Bell Bottom. Yeah, guys, I really, when I come online, I want to be covering events. I really don't have too much to say in between events. I'm not going to sit here and use my channel to talk trash about other people or what they're doing. I don't care what anybody does on their channel. I don't care if they make videos about me or if they're trashing me or whatever, man. Do your thing, chicken wing. You want to make fun of people, you look like the asshole, I could do that all day. I'm super good at ripping people. But I don't have the time for that. We do have the right to form a well-organized militia. Not just any militia where we're like, we're going to go burn a city down because we don't want to pay higher gas prices. No, it has to be done correctly. There has to be organization. There's got to be good leadership. If there's not good leadership, no one's going to join the militia. The people that are sitting in their house with the 25 guns and the 100 rounds of ammunition, they're not going to come out and do anything unless there is good leadership. Most of these people are ex-military. They're not going to just jump in line, because even in the military there's toxic leadership. You could have a toxic sergeant and he's going to lead you into a fucking battle where you get your head popped off because he didn't think of the logistics correctly. So you have to have a team. Team's got to be put together. Organization's got to be put together. Good leadership. That's where it all starts. If you don't have good leadership, no one's going to fucking follow you. But yes, we do have, under the Second Amendment, a right to form a well-established militia, not just something thrown together and we're going to destroy stuff. So, Charles Rowland, guys, check out that website right there on Facebook. You can see some of his artwork and what he does, man. He's a great guy. He's got a really cool kid, Charlie. Little Charlie is awesome, man. He hung out. I think he had a thing for Jen. But, attaboy, bro. Got good taste. But check his tats out, guys. Bam. That's his original artwork right there. I mean, the line into detailing. Even down to the cigarette smoke going through my shadowing. Awesome. I'm super happy with it. I get compliments on it all the time. We have to protect our rights. I'm not a huge, let's go bang doors down and break stuff. I don't want to do any of that. I think if it comes down to anything, we should try to preserve what we have in our communities. We shouldn't be burning it down. Let the government shoot their missiles and try to kill us. We shouldn't be killing each other. Because that's what Joe Biden says. You're going to need F-16s to take us out. Who says that against their population? Who? Because we don't need F-16s. You're talking about a country where there's more guns in this country than people. So for every person, there's essentially 2 to 3 different guns that they can grab. So even if your little woke military comes to invade our towns, you're going to have to kill everybody in the population, except for the ones who sit there and Yes, I'll wear this. I'll get that. You already know who's gonna bow down. But all these people in the bunkers, all the people that have those gun rooms, you can't stop them. They'll die on that hill. I'll guarantee it. They'll die on that hill. Listen, we saw what happens, man. They let us gather, then they take a small portion of us and label all of us that small portion. Like J6, for example. They had extreme groups there, all right? Right-wing extremists. I don't know. That's what they're labeling them, okay? Right-wing extremists like the Proud Boys or whatever, Oath Keepers, whoever. They're guys that actually get together and they're tired of the bullshit and they form their own little militia. That's fantastic. We should all be taking some notes. But it all comes down to leadership, how they're portrayed in the public eye. That you have to be portrayed correctly in the public eye for people to want to join or support you. So they took a small group in J6 and they said everyone was those people. So you're saying 1 million Proud Boys showed up or 1 million Oath Keepers showed up? That should scare the fuck out of the government. That means there's 1 million people willing to come there, right, and fight against the government. So that means there's another 10 million at home locking and loading, ready for those people to get hurt so they can jump in and start fucking firing. That's what it really means. And that's what the government's trying to make sure that everyone is labeled a terrorist for wanting to go against their tyrannical government, which we have a Second Amendment that protects. I don't agree with everything that happened on J6. I think it was a good idea until things started getting broken and people started getting hurt. But I do think that was planned to where they had an opportunity to label everybody something. So, hey, what's that? Smitty's in the room. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to jump on real quick. Our laundry should be almost done. But yeah, I just wanted to see what was up, touch on a couple subjects that are going on, and try to give my insight to any leaders that are watching and they want to get a better group together. You have to be known as the person to come to. There can't be controversy surrounding you. You can't have those skeletons in your closet. Like, you literally have to come out of the woodwork and be like, listen, I served for 20 years of my life. I was a leader in this war, on these operations. I have a team, a well put together team. These are operations teams that I worked with, logistics teams that I worked with. Put together a good team. Don't use the stragglers left behind from other convoys to put your convoy together and be like, this is a good convoy. Listen, I love all you guys that are out there trying to do it, but I'm trying to give you a hint, all right? Don't just throw shit together, throw it at the wall, and then see what sticks. Really put a good team together. Get your local organizers together. People that have thrown rallies, successful rallies back in the day. People that have a good standing in the school board or a good standing in the community. You know, those people that really fight for that gutter to get fixed that floods the street every year. Those people that are out there and they're already protesting something, go and get those people. They have a voice already in the community. They're known for getting things done. You get that. Utilize your resources. Like, don't just be like, hey, 6 people that I met on a convoy, can you guys come back and bring like 1,000 trucks? Like, don't do that. Like, I'm saying if you have something good, people will come to you. Don't go out there and look desperate trying to get people to bang down your door for help. Go and just do what you do, and people will find you and be like, wow, I could really get behind that. That's something that is going in a positive direction. It's hard to spin this, you know? So if you want to get it done right, you don't want to look like an extreme right group. Don't fly Trump flags. I mean, don't make that the basis of your rally, you know? I get a lot of heat because people are like, oh, you're far right. I'm not. I'm like right in the middle. I don't know what the fuck to think anymore. I know the left's fucked up. I know the right's fucked up. So it's all fucked up. Really, what we got to do is come up with another way to do things and stop blaming each other for what happened. Who cares? It already happened. We can't do anything about it. We got to fix it and move forward, you know? So that's my advice on everything, man. Businesses too. We got to get our small businesses back. We kicked out all our small businesses, shut them down because of the pandemic, and now all these big things like Amazon and Walmart's and big stores are coming in and taking up the realty that all these other stores had. Like there are straight up complexes, like like plazas that they shut down, and now they have an Amazon food store that they're going to put in uh, instead of the Whole Foods or whatever that was there. So now they have, and then on top of that, they've also built an Amazon shipping station literally down the street from the Amazon Fresh store that they're building. So Amazon has come over and take over this town now. Smitty, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I know J Dog's offered that. I got Wes has offered that. A lot of Rob. Hagerstown is like my second home now, man. I can come down and hang out whenever. I love Hagerstown. I hope I represented you guys the right way. I know I said Hagerstown a couple times, and that pissed a couple people off, but we fixed that. Now I realize what the locals say, and it's Hagerstown. Monica's here. Hi, Monica. Yes, you know what? That's sad, but it's true. If you drive around Jersey and try to get people to honk, they won't honk. Honestly, they don't even know what this means. They have no idea what that means. Wow, there was 3 million in Brazil at their protest yesterday. I do not doubt it. I do not doubt it. They're coming out strong, man, and those people are resilient. You got to think they don't live like we live, guys. They live a lot differently. All right. Now, if you look at their country, their politics, their problems, they have like this area of their country where it's like a hillside, and the entire hillside is run by like drug dealer gang members. The police rarely ever go up there. They pretty much police themselves. There's murders, there's freaking robberies and rapes and crazy shit every day. And the police are too afraid to go up there without like a riot squad or the military being involved. So it's not easy living in Brazil. You have your really bad parts and you have your really nice parts. But the really nice parts are overrun now by bad stuff. So it's the politicians. You go to these areas that are gated off. It's all politicians that live there. It's all the 1%, that run Brazil. And the Brazilians are tired of it. They're living in, squalor in their houses, and they don't have the basic amenities that we have out here as what we would call our blue class citizens. There is no blue class over there. It's either high up or you're down here, and it's horrible. The police are involved with drug trafficking and corruption. Everything's messed up in Brazil, and they're looking for an out. They want things that we have. They want the right to say something about their government, and they're not. I met this guy Alan. Alan's a YouTuber, social media journalist like me, and we go out to these events. He goes out to the events, and they shut all his channels down. They tried to prosecute him. They tried to, basically silence him, threaten him. He's like public enemy number one over there. And we got to talk for a few minutes, and I heard his story, and he was able to tell me that, what we're doing over here, going to these rallies and events, we would be shut down and jailed for that over there. So we're lucky to be able to do what we're doing and effectively get the message out, Yes. And nowadays, everywhere, things are being shut down and big corporations are coming in. And there's only a very small percentage of the people out there that are making money off of this. I know it's not the people that are working in these Amazon facilities because they still have to spend money on gas and things like that. And I mean, they're bussing people into these facilities. There's not enough people around this town that want to work at Amazon. So they all make money around this town. So they don't need to work at Amazon. My small business was completely affected. I started protesting at the beginning of the lockdown when they started shutting businesses down. I actually spoke at a rally. I got involved. I started 2 groups on Facebook called Small Business Fights Back and New Jersey Fights Back. Those were my groups originally. Then Facebook destroyed me and took me completely off Facebook, removed me. So I had to put this girl Jen Rogers in charge. She's the moderator. She's she has something to do with those groups now. I put other people in charge of the groups when I had to leave. But yeah, then I started this YouTube a year and a half, 2 years later, and here we are. Can't do it here either. I know. I know. Listen, Scott, man, not everybody that was at J6 is a terrorist. Some people were just there to support. Some people were there to see what was going on. And then there was people there to start trouble. So you got to look at it from all angles. You can't just be like, they're bad or they're good. Some of them were bad. Some of them were good. If you're breaking shit and you're smashing things and doing stuff like that, that's a crime. Doesn't matter if, I mean, you can't even do that shit at your house. You can't break your own house anymore without getting in trouble for it. And even though that's our taxpayer money that facilitates that building, why are you going to go and break shit that you paid for? Be smart, man. So, I'm going to smoke half a cigarette. And then we're going to go in and get my laundry. So, hope everybody had fun for a little while here. There's not much I was going to talk about. I just wanted to spend some time going over some other things that are going on in the world other than just, the nonsense drama that surrounds this convoy. So, on a good note, there are other things going on that aren't involving any of the previous convoys or the drama surrounding them. So we're going to cover that stuff. We're going to go and we're going to take care of getting exposure to the right sources, trying to give everybody a voice. If you're from another country and you're protesting, like the Turkish people we saw paying honor to the people they lost in the Soviet Union back in 1944, I wanted to give them a voice. There was nobody watching them on the street, and I stopped and I started talking to them, and I started figuring out what was going on. And by me being there filming, other people were coming over to see what was going on. So I try to help out any way I can with getting people's voices out there. I do like to get a background on what they're all about beforehand usually, but sometimes I stumble upon stuff like the Brazilian protest or the Turkish people, and it turns out to be pretty good. If nothing else, at least you get to hear their point of view and their perspective, instead of having the media jam down your throat what they want you to believe. That's why I'm there. I'm there to let them speak, give them a voice. I don't really have too much shit to say anymore. You guys know where I stand. I'm all about freedom. I try to be a voice for the people that don't have a voice. And I don't know, man. I'm just trying to bring people together. So I am going to get going, though, because I'm pretty sure my laundry's done being dried, and if it's not, I got to switch it and dry it more. But either way, it's been fun. I'm going to let you guys go and have the rest of your day. Yeah, and where's Ray Epps? Thank you, David. Kitten, no, I'm not. I don't have Trump's apparel on. I'm not an orange man. I think we deserve better than everything. Will I go and cover Trump events? No, I'm not covering Trump events anymore. They try to censor you. They don't want you to put the Trump event on your YouTube or your social media, because then they flag it and they take it down or they give you a strike. So I don't want to risk my entire channel over one instance that I know is going to get me in trouble. So if I put a Trump event on, my channel is going to get a strike. If I put people from the Trump event talking that don't know how to talk on YouTube, if they start saying, oh, the election or the C word or the pandemic was up, that's going to get me taken off. So I don't want that. So I have to go somewhere where I know I'm not going to be completely taken off right off the bat. And I got to be careful who I put on. I do. I can't put the wildest dude out there screaming because he's going to say something that's going to get my channel a strike. So I do have to play within the guidelines of YouTube, unfortunately, even though we all know what everybody's thinking. We just can't say it. So, and if they do say it and I manage to get it by and they don't give me a strike, cool. But Jersey Jen has a channel, so if anything goes down and we lose our channel completely, or at least for months or whatever, we'll be filming from Jersey Jen's backup channel that we have, which we've had to do. So, yeah, in my mind, guys, it's not about Biden or Trump. I think we actually deserve way better than what we have. I think that in order to change things, we got to start in our own backyards. We got to start in our own communities. Let's organize a group of people from our own communities, from our backyards. The guy who throws the neighborhood barbecue. Good. Now throw the neighborhood barbecue. At the neighborhood barbecue, start telling everybody, hey, on this day, we're going to all get together. That's the national day that we're all going to protest. Make it like 3 months, 4 months from now. So that way everybody can come out. I'm not saying do it right now, because when you guys throw shit together real fast, no one comes out. So try to do it right. All right, like I said, my fucking laundry's done. I'm going to go get my stuff out of the dryer here. It's been fun talking to you guys. I love you. Maybe if anything goes down, I'll come back on, at some point. But, just expect me to come on when there's events going on. There's not much to talk about in between. But, Jeff, I don't know, man. Shoot me an email, jerseyj2022@gmail.com. We'll see if we can figure out a panel. I don't really do panels that much, but I'll consider it, I did see a little bit of his speech last night. I didn't see too much. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate the support, man. And hopefully I'll be reaching out. We'll be coming back up there at some point. I want to bring the kid up so he can see, all the cool stuff that we got to see. But thanks again, guys, for stopping by. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. J-Dog, I don't want to give him any more attention. He's such a ... There's so many things you could say about him. All right, guys, I love you. I'll talk to you later.